Okay, so they're almost done. I've just got a little bit more work to do. The first thing that I did, or the thing I did off camera, is I used Tester's Dull Coat spray lacquer on these in matte because I didn't want them to have a shiny finish because, again, we're going for post-apocalyptic here. This was only $5 at my local Hobby Lobby, so it wasn't too bad. Plus, they always have that coupon. And doing research, I found that this was the best stuff. Now, they said that with spray, you got to be careful. You want to make sure to follow the instructions. It says to make sure to spray at room temperature and 60% humidity. It is apparently very important to make sure to do that. I did. I had to wait a little while to be able to do the sew. It had to warm up around here because you can't spray this inside. Once I got that done, I went ahead and I stored it in my basement to let it dry and make sure that the temperature and everything stayed consistent. Because if not, it apparently gets cloudy. Now, granted, with matte, I don't know that that would be as big a deal. If you want a glossy coat, make sure to follow the instructions. Now, that being said, if you don't want to do the spray, Testers does have the dull coat in a paint-on bottle, but I couldn't find it for cheaper than $15, $20. So if you can find it at a local hobby store, that would be great. There was nowhere local that had it for me. Now that it is painted and there is a matte coat, and that coat's going to protect everything, you can't even really tell it was done because, well, it's matte, so it really is just to protect the paint, since we're going to be handling them, since they are, party markers. Now, the next thing I did, I tried to use these felt pads, self-stick, but they're really thick, and I didn't really like the way that they looked with the figures. They were too thick, and they just, I didn't like the way that they looked, so I'm going to take that off. And what I went ahead and did was just got a piece of felt from Hobby Lobby. It's a lot thinner, and I went ahead and I just traced one, cut it out in a circle, put that on the bottom. I'll do that for the rest of them. I found it a little bit easier to just go ahead, cut a square, stick it on there, and then cut real carefully around the edge. Just be super careful. I'm going to have to go back and touch this one up because I cut off some of the paint. So just be careful if that's the route you decide to take. But other than that, that is it. The figures are done. I just have to get felt put on the rest of those, and that'll be it. And then we'll be able to play Fallen Lands with some pretty cool figures. Thanks for watching. I will have a couple other videos. I'm going to make a card holder for the party people to help with making your equipment and stuff a little bit easier to see. I may or may not make a card organizer for the box. It's what this piece of poster board's for. But John said that hopefully with the next expansion it'll have some organizers in it. So I may or may not take my time on that.